share all his stories. The more we chant together, the happier we'll be.
Chapter 3 Riding the Whirlwind Demon. Not long after his first birthday, Mother Yashoda was playing with him. Baby Krishna felt so heavy in her arms that she had to put him down on the ground. Then she went to work inside the house. All of a sudden, it became very windy, and the huge whirlwind demon, Trinavarta, easily picked up Krishna up on his shoulders and carried him away. Vrindavan became very dark and thick with dust and windstorms. No one could see anything or anyone. Mother Yashoda and the gopis could not find Krishna anywhere, and they fell down on the ground, hopeless and crying. Meanwhile, riding on the demon's shoulders high in the sky, Krishna was becoming suddenly very, very heavy. He caught hold of the demon by the neck. Trinavarta felt baby Krishna getting as heavy as a big mountain. So the demon stopped in mid-air, desperately trying to throw the baby off his shoulders. But Krishna held tightly onto his throat, becoming even heavier than before. Trinavarta cried and screamed loudly. His eyes popped out, and he crashed so hard onto the stone ground, his whole body smashed, and he died. The gopis saw little Krishna very cheerfully playing on the enormous demon's dead body after enjoying his ride in the sky. So this is the painting on the right. The whirlwind demon Trinavarta carried Krishna very high into the sky. But Krishna suddenly became heavier than the demon and stopped his ascent. To the demon, the child felt as heavy as a mountain. So the gopis, they stopped crying and ran over to pick him. Up. Happy to see him safe, they brought him back to his mother and father. Sometime after this, Mother Yashoda was nursing her child and opened his mouth with her fingers. Inside Krishna's little mouth, she saw something really wonderful. She could see the whole sky, the stars in all directions, the sun, moon, fire, air, seas, islands, mountains, rivers, forests. Her heart began to beat quickly. How amazing is this? This is. She could not even speak, but simply closed her eyes, thinking wonderful thoughts. Soon afterwards, Vasudev asked his family priest Gargamuni to visit the home of Nand Maharaj to hold a secret name-giving ceremony. No one was supposed to know that baby Krishna was living there because the demonic king Kamsa would come and try to kill him. So this is the family priest Gargamuni visiting the home of Nanda Maharaj to hold a secret name-giving ceremony. This is Krishna and Balaram. So little babies. Gargamuni told Nanda Maharaj, Rohini's son will be called Ram because he will be very pleasing to the family. He will also be called Balaram because he will be very strong. The other boy is really Devaki's son and will be called Krishna by some and Vasudev by others. While Krishna is in Vrindavan, everyone will be happy and safe. This child will grow in power, beauty, and opulence in everything, just as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, take care that he grows up without disturbance. Nand Maharaj was so happy to be blessed in this way. Both Krishna and Balram used to crawl on their hands and knees. Sometimes these naughty babies crawled into the cowshed and held onto the tails of the calves, which would run with them here and there over clay and cow dung. To see this fun, Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini would call all their neighbors and friends, the gopis, and laugh very loudly. When Krishna and Balram could walk around, the older gopis began to complain. So Krishna and Balram would crawl up to the cowshed and catch the tail of the calf to stand up. The calves would immediately run and drag them over clay and cow dung. Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini would be merged in transcendental bliss, seeing these childhood pastimes of the Lord. When so the older gopis began to complain when they started walking. They began to complain to Yashoda, "Every morning, your naughty Krishna comes to our houses along with Balram. Before we milk the cows, they let the calves loose to drink all the milk from their mother cows, and we can get no milk from them. If we warn Krishna and Balram, they simply smile charmingly. We catch them stealing yogurt and butter, and then they give it all away to the monkeys. When the monkeys are full, your boys break the pots and throw them hither and thither." This is a picture of Krishna, the butter thief, on Makanchor. If we keep our yogurt and butter too high, hanging on a swing from the ceiling, they arrange to reach it by piling up all kinds of wooden boxes. And if they cannot get it, they make a hole in the pot by throwing stones. Even without bangles and sparkling jewels, they can see everything in the darkness just from the bright light shining from their little bodies. Sometimes Krishna and Balram would sneak into the storeroom to steal yogurt and butter and feed it to the monkeys. On one such occasion, Mother Yashoda caught them in the act. That's the end of chapter 3. Thank you for listening.